next, the Knicks taking on the Bulls. For the New York Knicks, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with the win here. Bulls, Knicks, the tip-off coming up right after this.
Taking my lungs, fist full of fear in my hand, ready to take on whatever may come. This could be my only chance, 'cause what don't kill me only makes me stronger. 'Cause what don't kill me means it's only more to conquer. Makes me stronger.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. And here in January, a few teams start to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Take a look at the Mavericks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And, you know, I think New York, they're a team in some semblance of disarray. Moving down in the rankings, guys aren't communicating well. This is where your leaders need to step up.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine on the wing along with DeRozan. Andre Drummond is out there with Vucevic, and it's Caruso in at the 5. And for New York, Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Jalen Brunson out there with Anunoby, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA, what do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
Now here's Levine. Pass to Drummond. DeRozan surveying the D. Pass to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Randall. On the wing, Anunoby. In the corner, it's Robinson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Randall with the bucket.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Now here's Levine. He's looking for Caruso and finds him.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And so here is New York after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Robinson with it. New York needs to get off a shot. The shot's good from Brunson.
Coaches talk often about the competitor Jalen Brunson is. Boy, you see it on that kind of tough bucket.
Hard against DeRozan. Here's Randall. Got it. Good job in the low post. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Caruso. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. DeRozan passes to Drummond. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, this is where Drummond does the vast majority of his work. He's got a lot of moves in the low post.
Brunson against Caruso. Brunson the pass to Anunoby. Six on the shot clock. Outside for Robinson. Over Drummond. Robinson misses.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
That's such a beautiful, high-arcing jump shot from Zach LaVine.
Brunson against Caruso. Passes it to Hart. Now Anunoby. Nailed from three-point land.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Caruso against Brunson. Caruso looking for an opening. For 3, LaVine. The Bulls keep it alive. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
Now here's Brunson. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. LaVine against Anunoby. It's stolen by Vucevic. Right side, DeRozan. Vucevic against Randall. Outside, LaVine. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Vucevic. His three-pointer's off the mark.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Now, here's Hart. Last game he had 13. Tipped away. Back to Robinson. Puts one up from 19. Chicago grabs the miss. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Brunson surveying the D. And Hart has it in the corner. And another turnover here by New York. And a chance here to check out some stats for Zach LaVine.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Now here's LaVine. Last game, 26 points. There's the pass to Caruso. LaVine against Anunoby. Lobs it up for LaVine, and LaVine throws it down.
Glides into that move, suspends in the air. LaVine, nice.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Brunson. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you noted it, his points per game average is unreal right now. He's literally propping up the team's offense, scoring whenever they need him to. Here's Brunson. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Randle outside. There's a screen by Robinson. Trying to end the drought, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
If there is something that defines Julius Randle's game, it's the ability to score through contact, give him the N1.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Chicago?
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That free throw good from Randle. You know, Doris, something to admire about Julius Randle is the joy, the pure joy he takes in this game.
Well, joy obviously comes when we're successful at something. And Julius Randle has become consistently successful at NBA basketball. He's worked hard to make that perimeter game as dangerous as his dribble drive game. And that kind of balance leads to great success.
Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Greg, to touch on the Bulls for a moment, defense has been an emphasis for them.
It has, and they went through several years playing subpar D, and it cost them. They began to turn things around a couple seasons ago, and it has served them well.
And he makes both free throws. Hey, Doris, you grew up in New York. The pressure of playing in the big city, is that a real thing?
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. If you're playing in the media capital of the world, everything is magnified. And I think that holds true for the other respective large cities. Los Angeles and Chicago come to mind.
And here's DeRozan. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Philadelphia. Caruso, the pass to DeRozan.
Great scorers know how to knock in free throws. DeMar DeRozan, not the guy you want to foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
First free throw is good. Well, GA, for the Bulls, it's been a struggle to find consistency the past few seasons.
It's been a one step forward, one step back kind of situation. That they don't need to set their sights on a title yet. They just have to establish that winning culture.
Alec Burks checked in for New York. That one misses. And Randle has got the ball here for New York. 4-point game. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
5 to shoot. Here's Hart. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Levine sets the screen for Caruso. Pass to Levine. Shoots the 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Brunson. Burks on the wing. Over in the corner, Randle. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Julius Randle has put in time to grow his ability to make three-point shots. Nice delivery.
Knicks lead 17-16.
Levine against Burks. Levine looking around. Pocket 6. Inside. And Drummond throws it down.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Caruso against Brunson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That is his first foul of the game. Osumu, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Substitution on the court.
Randle outside. Spins. Pass to Burks. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Some changes for Chicago. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Vucevic. Torrey Craig comes in for Drummond. And Ball subbed in for Alex Caruso. For Chicago, they've gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Levine finds Williams. Left side, Ball. That one wide left. New York's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Randle passes to Burks. Randle surveying the D. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Randle. Just 5 on the clock. It's tipped. And Levine with the block.
Wow, solid swat from Levine. Coaches and teammates appreciate when he's engaged on the defensive end.
Passes it to Craig. And here is Dosunmu. From 11 feet away. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
At the line, 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Green, he's checked in for Chicago. That misses, so he splits the free throws. New York trailing. The pass to McBride. Here's Hartenstein. Last game we saw him score 14. At the elbow, Randle. Shot clock at 5. Burks for 3. It's all in by the Bulls.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Levine dishes to Williams. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Burks, it's good. This game is all even.
This is not an easy cover. Alec Burks incredibly aggressive down inside.
Outside, Ball. Green finds Ball. From downtown, the rebound by McBride.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Randle is doubled. Pass to McBride. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. That puts them in the lead.
This guy is just working his tail off on the boards. You love the effort, love the energy.
Pass to Williams. Ball's knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Knicks. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Burks looking around. Outside Bogdanovich. Just 5 to shoot. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Now it's a 4-point Knicks lead. 32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now here's Ball. His last outing, 16 points for him. Randall with the ball. Now Green defending. McBride passes to Randall. Here's Hartenstein. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. 4 seconds left. The shot comes out. Julius Randle getting it done for the Knicks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this.
19.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Knicks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And Greg, when things go crazy, coaches are often the first to go. But how often does that improve things?
Sometimes it goes the opposite direction, Kevin. But the simple fact is it's usually easier to change the coach than it is to turn over the roster.
So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. DeRozan out there with Williams. And it's Kobe White. Then it's Ball. And it's Dosunmu in at the 3. The Knicks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's White. 20 points for him last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Williams, a screen on Burks. Shot from 12. Robinson with the block.
This is the special aspect of Mitchell Robinson. That rim protection, that ability to send it back. Look out.
Outside, Ball. Williams sets a screen for Ball. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Ball's got his first basket.
Yeah, you've got to stay with Ball when the pick comes. You know he's looking to get the shot off.
Passes it to Hart. Anunoby with it. Now Hart trains it from beyond the arc. Hart's got the lead up to 7 now for New York.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Anunoby, no good. The Bulls shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And you look at the evolution of Anunoby's game, Doris, he's much more than a 3-and-D guy.
You know, Kevin, here's a young man who does a little bit of everything. He can score and defend in a variety of ways, cross-positional defensively between 1 and 4, and an offensive game that continues to grow. He can get out and put pressure on transition. Little bit of a streaky shooter, but there's so much to like.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. Stolen by Ball. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Robinson with the block. And a fast break now for New York. And here's Brunson outside. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
White against Burks. White dishes to Williams. Cranes the three-pointer.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
The Knicks leading by 8. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brunson kicks to Burks. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
I'll tell you, you have got to admire the kind of range Alec Burks possesses. Just about any spot on the floor is a good one for this guy.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Timeout, Chicago.
Red Light killing.
As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Taking a look at New York, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And, of course, Chicago, 4 games back.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, this guy just attacks, gets the defender on their heels. DeMar DeRozan dictating the action on his way to the cup.
Bulls shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. That one is no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Brunson. He has 6. Some nice passing by New York here. Plays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Ball, the pass to Williams. A floater. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. DeMar DeRozan credits his upbringing in Compton, California for helping him make the person that he is today. He said, "It gave me my toughness, my aggression. It matured me very fast into a man. That's something that to this day sticks with me. No matter what I get or how much I have now, I still remember what it feels like to have nothing." Kevin?
That's a good thought to keep in your head. David, thanks. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Robinson finds Burks. Back to Robinson. White against Burks. Down low. Here's Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Shoots over DeRozan. Anunoby, good. Anunoby's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Williams, a screen on Burks. White. It's rebounded by Brunson.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Burks kicks to Brunson. Outside Robinson. Burks against White. Lets the 3 fly. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And checking out the numbers for Lonzo Ball. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's a great presence on the glass. He'll battle inside for every rebound.
He's certainly not afraid to mix it up. When bodies are around or flying, he's usually at the point of it.
Patrick Williams. Vucevic comes in for Dosunmu. Zach LaVine's checked in for Kobe White. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And if you look at the box score from that game, guys, the first thing you'll notice is how many turnovers they force.
Yeah, I think that's a product of being incredibly aggressive. You could see that was a part of their strategy going in, and I thought they were consistently following that the entire game. Andre Drummond, my goodness, throw it up high, let him finish the rest.
Outside Robinson. It's Hart on the wing. Vucevic defending. Hart bounce pass. The 19-foot shot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Bulls trail by 12. Outside LaVine. And the pass to Vucevic. buries it down low.
Well, Nikola Vucevic can score against excellent defense. That is a good finish in close.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Now, here's Burks. He's got 5. Robinson sets a screen for Burks. It's Drummond with the rebound.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
Levine passes to DeRozan. And that comes off the assist by Levine. DeRozan's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. The Knicks have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Brunson the pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
That one is off.
Boy, the maturation of Brunson is really special. This guy, phenomenal as scorer and facilitator.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here.
You got this.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
From 13, it's rebounded by New York.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Pass to McBride. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 7. Levine dishes to Vucevic. And that comes off the assist by Levine. Levine's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Thompson with it. He's got 8. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, one of the last guys you want to send to the free throw line, Jalen Brunson has proven he can knock these in.
So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
First one falls for him.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
And the Bulls making a change here. Dosumu's checked in. And both free throws good for Brunson. Bulls trail by 7. And here is Caruso. Now here's Levine. Back to Caruso. And it's off from 3-point range. New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Kicks to Randall. McBride passes to Randall. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Bulls have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Here's Caruso. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Andre Drummond with the bucket. Boy, we know this guy can score it.
The Knicks leading by 7. Now Brunson. He's got 10. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
That one falls for Brunson. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Dostumer. And both free throws good for Brunson. Bulls trail by 9. Levine with it. 7 points in the game. Drummond with a screen on Bogdanovich. Levine wide open. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Bogdanovich against Levine. Pass to McBride. 6 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. McBride's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Bulls have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Brunson against Ball. Drummond sets the screen for Ball. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now Randall pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And oh, he jams it right over Andre Drummond. Wow!
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A minute 42 left to play here in the second quarter. Levine against Bogdanovich. To the inside. Halt the run and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Well, Vucevic has a great understanding of the pick and roll game and his experience paying off there.
Pass to Brunson. 1:14 left in the first half of the game. Randall passes to Brunson. Excellent D there from Ball. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. A 12-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Outside, Levine. From deep. It's rebounded by Brunson. Brunson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McBride's got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
For 3, Levine. They get it again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. And Vucevic throws it down.
Well, Levine has really worked on those playmaking abilities. That's a pretty pass right there.
The Knicks leading by 14. And here's Brunson. He's got 12. Launches from deep. That shot missing. And so it's the New York Knicks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively. What did you mean?
Well, just I think when we're getting the ball inside around the basket, at times we got to go up a little bit stronger and play through the contact and go to the rim.
Tough sledding in there, but you got to get there. Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Welcome, everybody. We'll get things going with a look at who might be participating in the upcoming three-point contest. And Kenny, what was your experience like competing in the three-point contest back in 1993?
Oh, it was great. Between that and doing the dunk contest, too, an amazing experience there.
You're lying, Kenny. No way you could dunk.
Come on, look it up, Shaq.
The video doesn't lie, Shaq. And looking now at that first half of action, quite a big deficit for the Bulls.
They're rolling out the red carpet in the lane, and everybody's on the guest list. They need to call security, tighten it up.
You know what, Shaq? You'd be a good bouncer. I mean, heck, you could just, do that as a side hustle.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Randle will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Anunoby out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. So that's who Tom Thibodeau starts the second half with. Levine sets the screen for DeRozan. Over Hart. Misses off the right iron.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Randle a screen on Caruso. And Brunson, here we go. To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
New York leading by 12. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Brunson. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Anunoby against Levine. That's tipped. Brunson finds Randle. Caruso grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 14. And here we go, the fast break. Brunson's got it. And Randle throws it down.
This guy is so quick. Julius Randle finishes with a pretty dunk.
Caruso, the pass to DeRozan. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. The pass to Drummond. Now here's DeRozan. Clock at 6. Drummond with a screen on Brunson. And Drummond throws it down.
Andre Drummond percolates right now on the offensive end. Look out.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Into the lane. Basket good. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
If Brunson sees any daylight, he's going to attack. Did just that on the drive.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Bulls lean in on their veteran core. Zach LaVine said, you just got to be consistent every day and have championship habits. Each and every day, you've got to have a goal in mind and get to that mindset of, we're building for something. We've all sacrificed a little bit for the greater good. Kevin?
And that's what we're talking about. That's what it takes. David, thanks. Now Randall, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Anunoby. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. And that'll be his third foul so far. Burks, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Lineup for your New York Knicks. Number 18, Alec Burks.
Randall against Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, Randall worked so hard down low, earns him these fouls in the process.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, Julius Randle has made it clear he has big aspirations as a player. And what you love is he's going to invest the time to make his game all that much more dangerous.
Both free throws good from Randall. Well, we know that scoring in the league, Doris, has been on the uptick this era. Do you see that trend continuing?
It's hard to imagine, Kevin, that it won't unless the league makes an adjustment to bring a little bit more defense back into play. That is something you've heard Steve Kerr talk about. Have we tilted the scales too much to favor the offense? We'll see what happens.
Just 4 to shoot. Drummond sets the screen for Caruso. Robinson with the block, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Vucevic against Randall. On the wing, Anunoby. Kicks it to Robinson. Over LaVine. Robinson misses. Bulls trail by 18. And LaVine, here we go. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
That's insane quickness by Zach LaVine. Hard to keep up with him off the dribble.
2 shots.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for New York.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
Free throw good, LaVine.
Zach LaVine, one of the most entertaining players in the league. Boy, when he's cooking offensively, look out.
And New York making a change here. McBride's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
The Knicks leading by 16. Pass to Hart. And there's the foul. It'll go on Josh Hart. That's his third foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
It's Kelpie vibes.
Play for him over the last month. He's right around 17 points a night, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 16. Vucevic a screen on Burks. A baseline J, drained for 2 points. Levine's got 11 points.
Yeah, Levine not a guy you want to concede that mid-range game to. So skilled in that area.
Passes to Anunoby. Here's McBride, defended by Caruso. McBride passes to Robinson. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Vucevic. Outside, Levine. Driving inside. Baseline jumper. Burks pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 14. Now the pass to Robinson. Now Hart puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's DeRozan going inside.
Well, that basket's all about the handle of DeMar DeRozan. He's worked hard to be able to navigate space.
Here's McBride. He has 5. Pass to Anunoby. A shake. And it's good on the layup. He has 7.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Knocked loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And now let's bring you the list of the top 3-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Bulls third.
The main factor, I think, is the great spacing. That has led to wide open long-range shots, and that's why we see the great numbers from the 3.
A different look for New York. Hartenstein comes in for Robinson. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Anunoby. And the Bulls making a change also. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for Vucevic. And a fast break now for New York. Hart the pass to Bogdanovich. Yep, it counts. And the Knicks lead by 16.
Well, at 6'8". Bojan Bogdanovich is very comfortable in close.
Levine against Burks. Levine kicks to Drummond. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Left side, Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, no good by Chicago.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Levine can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Burks the pass to McBride. Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to McBride. And out of bounds, the Bulls will take it. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jalen Brunson.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Got a piece of it. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Here's Hart. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Torrey Craig comes in for Drummond. And it's Dosunmu in for DeMar DeRozan. Bulls trail by 21. Now here's Caruso. Outside, Levine. Pass to Dosunmu. 5 to shoot. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
13. Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
3 shots. 3 shots.
The free throw drops for Dosunmu. The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And he sinks the second.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Randall's checked in for Bogdanovich. And he makes all 3. Now Brunson. 16 points for him. Randall outside. Back to Brunson. Randall outside. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a 3-point play chance here. For New York, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Julius Randle. Defensive foul, Zach LaVine. First personal foul, 4th team foul. Julius Randle at the line. 1 shot.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Bulls. Dishes it to Levine. The 10-footer finds the target. Levine's got 13 points.
I tell you what, how high Levine gets on the jump. This guy's such an effective scorer on the inside.
And there's the pass to Burks. Here's Hart. Back to Brunson. 5 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post. 18 points for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Levine. 13 points in the game. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist by Levine. Williams has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
Now, here's Burks. T right on him. Caruso against Brunson. Handle a screen on Caruso. Brunson, good. Bulls trail by 21. Here's Caruso. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Brunson against Caruso. Hartenstein passes to Brunson. They set the pick. Takes a 3. Clock at 4. There's the triple. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
Just good on-ball decision-making from Brunson right there. This guy a master in the pick and roll.
Hart against Levine. Poke loose. Williams has a screen for Levine. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Randall. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson. 23 points for Julius Randle.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish through contact.
Now here's Levine. He's got 13. For 3. It's rebounded by New York. Hartenstein's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Out to the wing. Randall outside. Nails the baby hook. Randall's got 11 points here in just the second half. And at the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. New York ahead, delivering the blowout. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next.
59.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Bulls shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Ball, DeRozan out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Williams. And it's White in a 2-guard.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
Here's McBride. Pass to Sims. Tries the spin move. Can't convert off the spin. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Chicago. Here's DeRozan, and DeRozan throws it down.
Yeah, and that's a strength of DeRozan, not to be underestimated. The opportunity to get the extra putback.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And stolen by White. And now the Bulls on the break. Ball kicks to White. It's up a three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Now, here's Milton. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Sims inside, working on Williams. Shot clock at 5. Achua, the pass to Sims over Williams. That one a little long. And here are the Bulls now. They've got an 8-0 run. The feed to DeRozan. Knocked away. New York again turning it over. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. The Knicks making a switch here.
Jalen Brunson.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And that one, good.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
New York calls timeout. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Brunson the pass to Milton. To the middle. And there's Brunson. That's good on the assist from Randall. And that's now 25 points here for Jalen Brunson. DeRozan against Randall from the baseline. And it's DeRozan missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Brunson against White. And Randall throws it down.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Williams, a screen on Milton. White. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick
to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Alex Caruso is checked in for Chicago. Here's Dosunmu. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Williams, a screen on Randall. Here's DeRozan. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Here's Randall, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Here's the screen, the tray, and the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Here's DeRozan. Sims with the rebound.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Randall. Fires the three. And it's Chicago with the rebound. To the left side wing. A wide open look here for Caruso. Another three for Chicago.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
The Knicks leading by 18. Bogdanovich passes to Brunson. Randall with a screen for Brunson. Good work there as it goes. Brunson's got 4 this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, despite his size, Jalen Brunson loves to operate in the painted area.
And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new teams?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
The first one falls. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. OG Anunoby comes in for Shake Milton. And both free throws good for Brunson. The Bulls have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Timeout called, the Bulls.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
On defense, New York. Caruso finds DeRozan. The 19-foot shot, and he gets the bucket.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Anunoby with it. Pass to Randall. Doris, no one has their finger on the pulse of the league like you. So, that being said, what do you think the next coaching trend's going to be?
I think the current coaching trend has had such success, we may not see a change for a while. The trend is hiring young assistant coaches to get in charge of their own operation. Look no further than guys like Mark Dagno and Taylor Jenkins. These young guys have had tremendous success building out programs. I think it's something that's going to continue.
The Knicks leading by 22. Robinson a screen on DeRozan. Randall from outside, and the three ball is good. Randall's got 35.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Passes it to Caruso.
76.
Outside DeRozan. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. So for the Bulls, Andre Drummond comes in for Dosunmu. And Levine subbed in for Lonzo Ball. Four on the shot clock. DeRozan for three. Score the basket, his eighth. 8 for 13 from the floor.
DeRozan, a selective three-point shooter, but boy, nice shot there.
Randall passes to Brunson. Here we are looking around the NBA. Greg, it feels like there's more parity amongst teams than ever before.
No dominant team has been the favorite every year, and that can all change, though, in a heartbeat. Every so often, a dynasty can be born out of nothing.
Here's DeRozan. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. Robinson with the block. Randall outside. Looking for Bogdanovich, and he gets it there. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Down low, here's DeRozan. The shot will not fall. Ready by Bogdanovich. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Knicks. The pass to Brunson. There's a screen by Robinson. Inside, and finished off by Robinson.
You've got to have a great sense of timing on the alley-oop pass. Fantastic finish by Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, Chicago's gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. On the wing, DeRozan. Over Bogdanovich, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Shot's good.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
And New York making a change here. McBride's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Vucevic is checked in. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And Greg, one of the finer points of the new collective bargaining agreement, players in the G League Ignite or overseas no longer automatically entering the NBA draft when they turn 19.
Yeah, it makes sense. You think about players in college, they choose when to enter the draft. So only right to give pros that same amount of time.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Here's McBride. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to McBride. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Anunoby. Tries again. Takes it inside. Outside for Randall. Outside Bogdanovich. Levine against Anunoby. Bogdanovich passes to Anunoby. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Boy, sloppy play. A supreme lack of focus. That's 4 turnovers for him now.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
From 15 feet away, it's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's McBride. Outside Robinson. New York moving the ball around. Anunoby against Levine. Anunoby, no good.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Caruso kicks to Levine. Drummond dishes to Levine. This one for 3. Drummond, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Absolutely great timing on the putback by Andre Drummond.
The Knicks leading by 23. Here's McBride. Passes it to Hartenstein. Now, here's Bogdanovich. DeRozan defending. Back to Bogdanovich. Up top, Anunoby. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got his 4th assist in this one. And here is Caruso. DeRozan with a screen for Caruso. Kick out to Levine. Back to Caruso. Looking to get it going. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Zach LaVine draws a level of defensive attention that allows him to draw contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And the NBA, Doris, removing the limit on the number of Supermax contracts that one team can have. Why is that?
Well, I think some teams on course to have 3 Supermax guys just the way their players are growing, and the league opted for more nuanced ways to discourage big payrolls.
Randall's checked in for Robinson. Here's Randall. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Julius Randle.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Now here's DeRozan. 20 feet out, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
DeMar's basketball skill and his IQ make him such a dangerous, well-rounded scorer.
30 seconds left in the 4th. Now the pass to Hartenstein. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point land. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Terry. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Kevin, with Julius Randle. And Julius, you get it done at multiple ends. Where does your focus been in terms of approach?
Just taking what the defense gives me. I'm a lot more patient, let the game come to me. Don't really try to force things as much. Sometimes I get out of character, but just try my hardest to let the game come to me the most.
Well, you were a big part of the win tonight, Julius. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, Julius Randle.